Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide. It's your guy Big Will, and I'm back with some boxing talk. Hey, what's good with your fam? What did we learn? I learned two things tonight about WBO super welterweight champion JAIME Munguia. I learned that he has a chin of granite, a rock solid chin, and I also learned that he can fight off the back foot. You know what I'm saying? He can bounce off his toes. He can move around in a fight. But hats off to Tekashi Inoue, man. That guy from Japan, he came to fight. You know what I'm saying? He made it a rough, ugly fight on the inside. He tried to bring it to Munguia. You know what I mean? He gave it everything he had, man. But Munguia was uh, just too strong for him, man. He was landing the cleaner, more effective punches, man. I like what I saw from him. I was surprised. I was surprised to see him, with the lateral movement, the in and outs. You know what I'm saying? The combination punching, man. I really enjoyed watching this fight. It was a real high volume, action packed fight. Um, Inoue didn't come all this way to lose, man, and that was relevant up until the final bell. When that bell was ringing, Inoue was still punching. You know what I'm saying? That goes to tell you that he really wanted to win this fight, man. He was 14-0 coming into this fight, and he did not want to lose his O, and that was evident in the way he fought, man. I don't know what kept him up, man, because Munguia caught him with some very hard shots, man. He was able to withstand them. But I did see, I think it was the 10th or 11th round, man. It looked like he was about to go down. Munguia caught him with some good uppercuts. You know, he landed some good hooks, some good straight rights. Munguia is definitely getting better. You know what I'm saying? They brought the new trainer in. I forget his name, Oscar De La Hoya. He used to train Oscar De La Hoya for a period of time. They brought him in there to work on his defense, man. If I could be critical about anything of Munguia's performance tonight, it's his defense, man. For no point of the fight did Munguia put his hands up, man. He does not put his hands up. You know what I mean? He does not want to block punches. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, your chin is granite and your chin is hard and you're only 22 years old, man, but eventually, man, those punches are going to take its toll, man. So you want to, you want to block some of those shots with your gloves, with your arms, man. And he wasn't doing none of that. He was trying to slip some punches, but I swear I was looking for, I made it a point to look for to see if he was putting his hands up. And at no point in this fight did I see JAIME Munguia put his hands up, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think his trainer need to work on that. Most of all, more than anything else, is putting them hands up, defending himself, man. Because other than that, man, the kids look real solid, man. Like I said, he got a hell of a chin. The offense was on point. He was catching Inoue with some very good shots, man. Inoue was just in very excellent shape. He was very determined. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're going to get that, man, especially when you get these guys from, abroad, when you don't know much about them. There wasn't a whole lot of tape. On Tekashi Inoue, you know what I mean? So they did not really know what they were in for, you know what I'm saying? But Inoue proved to be very solid, very tough, you know what I mean? And I think JAIME Munguia will take something away from this fight, man. And I believe that, once he goes and look at the film, he'll see that he needs to protect himself. You got to protect yourself, man. But JAIME Munguia, the sky's the limit for him, man. Can you imagine a fight between JAIME Munguia and Jarrett Hurd? What that fight would look like, man? Both of these guys, you know what I'm saying, just in there banging away. Both of these guys really not worried about defense. They just want to hurt the other opponent. I know Jarrett Hurd says he says he wants to work on his defense and show his defense as he tried to in his last fight, but that didn't go well, man. But JAIME Munguia wants these dudes, man. He called them out. He called Hurd out. He called Harrison out. He called Charlo out. He called Triple G out. He called Canelo out, man. But one thing I did hear, I heard that Munguia had a really, really tough time making the 154-pound limit. I'm not sure how much longer he's going to be able to make the weight. He's a big kid, you know what I'm saying, and he's already been talking about going up to 160. If you remember last year, he was named to be the replacement for Canelo in the first fight in May. You know what I'm saying? And that fight would have took place at 160, but being unknown, and the commission, they wouldn't allow it because they thought it would be such a mismatch. You know what I'm saying? That they just did not allow it, man. But that would have been at 160, man. But hats off to Jaime Munguia. He won a very tough fight. He showed that he can get in there and be rough and be in a rough, rugged fight and fight to the very end. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened, man. But you gotta give props to Tekashi Inoue, man, because he made it a tough fight. You know, he was the smaller guy, but he was the stronger guy. He was the guy that kept Munguia on the back foot. You know what I'm saying? He was pushing Munguia on the ropes, where his trainer and corner did not want him to be. But he spent most of the time, not most of the time, but a lot of the time on the ropes, man. But when he brought it out to the center of the ring, he displayed beautiful boxing skills, beautiful combinations, man. And he looked good, man. He looked good, but I do think the scorecards were a little wide. You know what I mean? They were definitely a little wide, man. I think Inoue won some of those rounds, man. To make it a clean sweep like that, man, was just that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But congratulations to Jaime Munguia. He retains his title and he moves on. You know what I'm saying? He moves on. He's been busy. I believe last year he fought 4 or 5 times. The year before that, they say he fought 6, 7 times. So we're gonna see how many times he fight this year, man. It's only January, and he wants to stay busy. He's only 22 years old, and he's learning, man. He's learning. He's getting better, man. But I would like to see him get those hands up, man, and work on that defense. But that's all I got for now, man. It's your guy, Big Will. This is Big Faces Worldwide. If you're yet to subscribe to the channel, don't leave out of here without subscribing. Also, tap dance on that like button, comment, and share this video. Until next time, peace.